Today I want to talk about my most recommended piece of electronic music gear. Freebeat. Hey, how's it going, everybody? Welcome to Freebeat, where I post new music-related content every single day, so if that sounds good to you, hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Today's patron shout-out goes to Don Tomato. Thank you. What is this? Thank you. Goodness. Thank you so very much for the support. Let's get started. So recently, someone asked me of all of the electronic music gear that I have gotten my hands on in the past 3 years, almost 4 years now, since I've started this channel, what would I recommend most? And at the time, I kind of gave the, diplomatic answer of, oh, well, it really depends on what you're working on, and what you like and what you don't like and all that. And of course, that is all true. However, upon further reflection, there is one piece of electronic music gear that I would recommend to anyone that does not yet have one. And that piece of gear is simply the Korg NTS-1. I'd be willing to bet that the NTS-1 is the most featured piece of gear on this channel. And if that is indeed true, and even if it's not, it's still very, very close. There are some very good reasons for that. First of all, this channel is primarily focused on budget electronic music gear, and the Korg NTS-1 comes in at right around $100 US. I believe it averages right now on Amazon around $119, but you can find it places $499, which is the price that it actually launched at as well. So that firmly puts it in the budget category for most folks. Second, I like gear here that can do a lot of different things, and the NTS-1, especially for its price, is a monster when it comes to its versatility. At its core, it is a digital synthesizer and an effects box. However, it does so much more than that because you can load in custom oscillator types and custom user-made effects into the modulation, delay, and reverb sections. Not only can those effects affect the onboard synth, but they can also affect incoming audio via the audio in jack on the back, making this an extremely powerful effects unit. I have so many videos here on the channel of me using the NTS-1 as an effects box with just about every single piece of electronic music gear I own, even my guitar, and my electronic drum set. It's also got sync in and out, so you can sync it up with things like pocket operators, Micro Freak, the Korg Volcas, anything with a 3.5mm sync jack. And it even has a MIDI in jack on the back, so you can actually play this with a proper MIDI controller. Seriously, the amount of value that Korg packed into this device is pretty unreal. Let's talk about the first downside, though. We do have this little ribbon keyboard here, which, as you just heard there, I hit some wrong notes on. It's very easy to play the wrong notes. What you also heard, though, was another feature, which is its built-in arpeggiator, with a bunch of different play modes as well. We can go random, which is one of my favorites here. Let's change our oscillator to Tweaks J6. very, very powerful. Another downside that I tend to hear people say is that it's kind of flimsy. And yeah, it is. It actually comes as a build-it-yourself unit out of the box. You actually have to get a screwdriver and kind of put it together. No soldering or anything like that. And the whole process takes maybe 10, 15 minutes. It's super, super easy. But yeah, it is not the most durable piece of equipment. I've had mine for almost just about 3 years. I think I got mine in March of 2020. But it has held up just fine. Obviously, don't go abusing it, and it'll probably last. As you can see, I still have all 4 rubber feet on the bottom even. Yeah, I haven't had any problems with it, but yes, it's not built like a tank. But of course, it is also not priced like a tank. This is only about $100 US. Also, there have been some reports of some inconsistencies with the outputs on different folks' units. Some say they're a little quiet, some say they're kind of noisy. However, I have not really had any issues with mine. I do tend to silence the output in post when I'm editing the video, when it's not actively outputting sound. But here, I'm going to let you hear what it sounds like right now. That's what it sounds like unedited. To me, it's pretty good for the price, but just be aware there are a few noisier units out there and some that have reportedly lower volume. However, even from the demos that I've listened to of people posting those problems, for $100 US, I don't think you're going to go wrong picking one of these up. And that kind of leads me to my final point, is that I do believe every electronic musician, and maybe even some non-electronic musicians, should have their hands on one of these. Even if it's just for the effects section alone, the price is too good really to pass up. And I'm not sure how much longer these are going to be around. I haven't heard anything like that from Korg, but you never know these days. I do not want to inspire any kind of like FOMO stuff or anything like that. But especially if you've been on the fence about one of these and still haven't picked one up, I definitely recommend a Korg NTS-1 as your next electronic music gear purchase. I highly recommend it. Of all of the gear I have, if I only could recommend one thing to every single electronic musician out there, it would be the Korg NTS-1. So I'm happy to finally answer this question. Hopefully you like my answer. If you do, let me know in a comment. If you don't, let me know in a comment as well. Either way, let me know what you have to say about the NTS-1, good or bad. I do appreciate the comments and I read them all and try to respond to them all. It's been getting difficult lately as the channel continues to grow, but please just know that I do read all of them and I really appreciate them. I do hope you found this video informative or at least entertaining. If you did, be sure to leave a like on it. If not, you can always leave a dislike. That's okay too. Doesn't hurt my feelings. Just makes me try that much harder next time. Either way, be sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell. Thank you all so very much. That was aggressive. Thank you all so very much for being here. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time. Bye.